Along with editing our slider and making changes to individual sliders, we can also duplicate sliders so that we can easily implement them somewhere else in the site. So if we go to our LayerSlider area, we just find the slider that we want to duplicate. So let's say we have our homepage slider and we want to use that slider, that same exact slider, the same width of it, the same dimensions, just kind of the same layout. It's going to have the same actions, the same content, same images, and so forth. So we want to duplicate that. So let's find the slider we want to duplicate, and let's say it is this homepage slider 1 that we want to duplicate. So we find that. Over on the right hand side is a little icon to duplicate the slider. When we click that, the page will refresh and then it'll say copy, and it should post it right at the top because it orders them by date that was created and also by the ID. So if we go into this, we can now make our changes to that slider. And if we want to implement that to anywhere on the site, we can then take this shortcode of the slider, we can copy that, and we can paste that in any of the pages, or we can use the VisualComposer element that is created for specific LayerSlider. So if we go into our page that we want to paste, or if we want to put in the LayerSlider, so we've got our VisualComposer, and we add our row that we want to put it in, and if we click on the plus icon to put a VisualComposer element in here, we can then search for it so that we can find it faster, and with it is the LayerSlider. And all we do is we find the new LayerSlider that we created, and what it does, it shows them by the title. So we can then go back to our LayerSlider, we can give it a specific name, and right now it's homepage slider 1 copy, so by that we know that we can choose the homepage slider 1 copy, save changes, and then we can update our page, and then that will show that LayerSlider in that area. And if we want to delete that, we can just delete it. So that is how you can duplicate sliders and use them somewhere else in the site. So for this one, if we want to make some small changes to it, then it won't make any changes to the other one because now we have a duplicate of it. And if we want to get rid of a slider, we can just hit the trash can to delete it.